There is the chat overlay. There it is. Yeah, that'll do. All right. But are we live though? I think we are. Oh. Okay. Let's send out some links. And I need a YouTube link. Mm. Sweet. All right. I won't post on X because I don't like that website. All right. Wonder. Okay, there we go. Let's tell Discord about it. All right. Well, I should keep Discord open, I guess. And for now, though, what I want to figure out is I want like a quick mute for OBS here, and I think I'm gonna add like a plugin or something. Let's see. Mm, here we go. This button probably it. Yeah. All right. OBS. OBS Studio, OBS Tools. Let's go with the one by them. To sign in. Why do you always got to sign into everything now? Right. Okay. Cool. So now I want to add some kind of mute. That's Discord mute. Interesting. OBS audio mixer. Source. This would be. It's not seeing my. I guess. Is that it? I don't think it is. Oh, it is. Yeah, it is it. Okay, cool. Title. Mute. Change the icon to mute. Let's go on. And oh, toggle mute. Yeah, that makes sense. So now, let me move this up somewhere I can easily see it, perhaps. What's this one do? Nothing. Oh, deafin. Fuck that is. All right. So no, I'm not muted. Beautiful. All right, we got chat. Hey, what up, Jetpack Joe, my dude? All right. I need to move some of this stuff around a little bit. Let's see. I do this, and I do this. I'm trying out. I've got like a pretty good setup going here, but it's pretty interesting. So like this this thing here, this screen that I'm streaming, is an app called Deskpad, which is pretty interesting. And you know what I should do? I wonder if I should make like a. Can I make a new profile on my browser streaming or something like that? Is that a thing? I don't know. Cause I can't. I got like client stuff on here. I can't like just share my browser screen. Is profiles a thing? Can I make profiles a thing? I don't know. World may never know. This is window one. Tab. I don't even know. I'm using this new browser called Orion, which I actually think is pretty cool. I could swear it supports profiles. Here, let's just move this over to the other screen and just see how I feel about it. Okay. Okay, so okay, profiles. Let's see. Is this a thing? These are saved windows. Let's see. Also, I need to get chat more visible. I think I can pop this out. Let's see. Yeah, I popped it out. Oh, and then it disappeared off my screen. There it is. Right. That's better. OBS should probably be over here. All right, I don't know about this profiles thing. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Let's see. Oh, profiles. Here we go. New profile. Didn't do anything. Manage profiles. Okay. Let's make a new one called streaming profile template clean. All right. Okay. Whoa. Okay, we did it. We have a new streaming template, whatever this is. So yeah, this app that I'm using, no default search engine is let's do Kagi. All right. Chat still disappeared. All right, I gotta put chat back into my dock situation here because. Alrighty. Oh no, what was it? Deskpad. This app is really cool. All right, let's log in. I believe in you. All right, Deskpad. Here we go. This thing. So this is what I'm using. It's pretty cool. It makes like a virtual monitor as a window on your app. I think it's pretty neat. So, you know, it's a little weird that you like click through that. It's hard to explain. I can't show you because you're not seeing my whole screen. But okay, so I had a couple things that I am looking at doing. Let's see. Nope, not this. This goes on my other screen. Let me pull up. So for Igniter, we have a task, which is Phoenix now has an Igniter upgrader, which is really cool actually. But one of the things they pointed out is that you can't do like if you do mix igniter.install, let's actually just try it just to see, show you what I mean. If I say mix igniter dot, actually just mix new. Okay, so yeah, mix new foobar. Okay, so if I go in here and I just say mix igniter dot install rec, for example, it actually works just by having the igniter archive installed. But it doesn't do it with see how this is cleanup? That doesn't work for mixigniter.upgrade. And Stefan has requested that we make that work. And I am inclined to do so because I think it's a nice UX. But I need to go into, let's see. So we have this thing here in oh no, I need to be in. Oh, there you go. In Igniter. Okay. You can't see the input or the bottom of the terminal. Let me take a look. Oh, that's the overlay. There we go. See. I think you can see. I think you can see everything. Oh, no, you can't. You can't. Sorry. I have to transition. Okay, there you go. Now you should be able to see everything. Yeah. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we have to we have this igniter.install task. It lives, sorry, in the installer. This is actually like a really complicated I just realized we're duplicating the docs for igniter.install, which actually really sucks. But it's like for reasons I can't quite describe, you know, yeah, it's complicated. Because what's all this? Oh, that's the igniter.new archives. Okay. So we have to maintain like 2 copies of each of this install task. In this let's see. You know what? I always I forgot. We used to put on tunes. I should put on some tunes. Let's see what we can get. You got search for royalty free Japanese lo-fi. That's what gets me going. All right. Lo-fi hip hop, flow of time, Japanese lo-fi hip hop mix. Let's see. This one's live. All right. The music's not coming through for you guys. I need to fix that. Let's see. That's this, I think, macOS audio capture. And I should select. Still not coming through. Properties. This is from disk. Oh, interesting. Oh, there it is. It's coming through. All right, how's the volume? Too loud? Well, of course the music stops as soon as I ask you if it's too loud. Let me turn it down, like quite a bit. All right, we're gonna go with this. You guys can let me know how it is. I'll adjust. Back to business. So we have to maintain 2 copies of the Igniter install task because one for the archive and one for the actual dependency itself. Okay, maybe that's a little too loud. Okay, we're gonna go with this, like this. All right. Oh, what up, 7? How's it going? I'm excited about your about the upgrader in Phoenix. So we're all this is good stuff. Um, so we have. I kind of need to figure out because we already even have I think a deviation, which is oh no that's igniter.new. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. We'll deal with this later. So what we're gonna do is we are going to in the installer we're gonna make a task like igniter.install. Why is it not? Oh, because I gave it the same name. And we're going to call it upgrade. All right, so this one is going to be, yeah, makes sense. Let's just clean out all of this. Oh God, there's so much hacky crap here in how we actually do this, in how we do this, like okay, so basically the trick that we have to do to make this happen, is we have to okay if this task gets called this archive upgrade task gets called, then what we have to do is we have to like start a bunch of apps because they don't get like the archive doesn't have dependencies and it doesn't start them. And then what we have to do, we update the igniter in the project to make sure that any bugs are fixed. And then what we do is we have to do a bunch of like goofy arg parsing crap. And then where is it? It's like mix.task.run. Yeah. So then we have to run igniter.install again. But now that we've compiled igniter, this should cause Mix to see the actual install task, the igniter.install task defined by the dependency. And so it's all very hacky. So basically step one is going to be to abstract all of this rigging out into shared code that we use for these, like, I don't even know what you would want to call these, like let's see, we'll put this in lib, call this like task helpers. I don't know, doesn't really matter. Okay, now this music is too loud for me. Turn it down there and up here. What up, Barnabas? Okay, so yeah, step one, we're gonna have these task helpers and igniter. What do we even call these, the modules inside the installer? I guess do we not have any? Oh, installer lib loading. What is this? Igniter.installer. Okay. Installer.task helpers. Okay. So back to this bad boy. Okay. So we probably are gonna just have something. Let's see. It's just gonna be something like delegate task, and then it's gonna take a task name. Oh my gosh, my keyword is being weird. All right. So, and it's also gonna take argv. And this might be just a lot of like copy and pasting. Well, should I? Yeah, I guess I'll just move. I'll start moving because then I'm just gonna have to come and remove this stuff anyway. Let's clean this up while we're doing it. So we'll say, let's see, prevent infinite loops. I actually don't know if it's even possible for this to happen, but I just, anything that's going to cause their machine to sit and spin forever is like probably not probably not something I'm down with. So we're just going to leave that in there. Okay, so what the hell is this? Man, I did so much hacky stuff here. Okay, so we're going through all of their archives and then call. I don't know why I did this, but I'm not gonna you know, I'm just gonna it's gonna be what it is. So say what, ensure archives available, archive apps available. Looks like what that does. Do I need argv? I don't need argv. Okay. This is like, I also, it's kind of interesting. It's probably like not the most interesting thing to stream because it's so esoteric. Like I have no idea what any of this crap does either. Like, okay, actually, this is ensure apps started, not archive apps available. It's just we're including uh we're including the archives in that process for whatever reason. So fair. Okay. So now we're going to process.get updated igniter. What the hell? Oh, that's right. We're here for the vibes. I mean, are you guys expecting me to vibe code this, or are these real vibes, like human people vibes? Um, okay, so let's say update igniter. Okay, this does need RGB. Real people vibes. All right, all right. It's kind of interesting, like how to figure out like when I feel like using LLM stuff and when I don't. You know, like I'm like this is actually a task I just wouldn't. I'm gonna enjoy. I feel like, and I want it. You know, it's also one of those things where like igniter is on the hot path for like so many important things. At least important to me. You know, and now Phoenix upgrade as well, and it's like to me that it's really important that it's right and that it's you know kind of locked in for the choices that it makes. And I also know that how much hacky crap I had to do. There's just no way an LLM would have been able to figure out any of this crap, um, like even a little bit. So, you know. But if I'm making like a certain classic thing, then I'm like, let's yeah, just have Claude do it for me. Did I remove something? Just okay. Okay, so now this is probably what this is. Load depths. Sure. And so, oh, interesting. This message goes in here. So load depths needs argv. Okay, and now we're gonna do this. Interesting how much of this may actually be generically applicable. But it's funny because this is only good for archives. I can't even distribute this as a dependency because archives can't have dependencies. So even if this would be useful for somebody else, um, they can't use it. Okay, so we have two branches here. We have a small branch. Okay, so a small branch, what is this doing? This is saying if, okay, so this is going to be actually calling the real install. Oh, that's interesting. This just calls install. It doesn't actually rerun the install task. I didn't realize I had set it up that way. So this is going to also have to take some kind of like a fund to apply. So yeah, let's say, well, it's going to need a a module and a function. Just say, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. So igniter dot installer dot task helper dot delegate task. This isn't really delegate task. This is like wrap task. You know, while we're live on stream, who here is going to Goatmire? Any do we have anybody here going to Goatmire? Wait, no, this is gonna be aside from Barnabas. I know you're going. All the function. Oh, this like. The Goatmire. It's the conference in Sweden. We have an exciting Ash related announcement that's gonna come up soon related to Ash and Goatmire. So, you know, you should definitely go. I think everybody who can go should go. It's gonna be an awesome conference. Okay, I'm looking for this. I guess this should take an RV. Packages. Okay. So now we have install fun. Oh, word. Yeah, I'm not speaking at ElixirConf US. I didn't submit a talk this year, but I am going to be there. So I'll see you there. Okay, install fun. And then what is this other thing? Oh yeah, RB. So this would be install fun. Okay. Oh, positional. This is up here. Yeah, I definitely feel like conferences are tough when you have kids. And I know, you know, Brian Cardarella talks a lot about ElixirConf US being like a really rough time for if you have kids too, because it's like either they're just out of school or they're going into school. I forget. But yeah, it makes sense. Not the easiest. Okay, so what are we doing? This application dot this is kind of weird. I don't know why I have this as like a special case. We have this ensure app started. So application dot. I mean, I'm just gonna leave it as it is because I don't know what mix dot ensure application actually does. Oh, well, let's find out. Yeah, it's doing a lot of stuff that I don't want to do, so I will not. So we're just gonna keep this as its ensure all started, but let's do it because it was happening after this. So let's do something like that. That ought to be roughly equivalent. Okay. So now we're going to have so we get into the rest of the logic here, which is something like you know, call or see run fun or so now oh yeah, okay, this is where we get into the actually complicated stuff, which is like if I can, yeah, maybe I'll do this right in here. I'll say if code dot ensure loaded module do, and this would be install fun. Let's just, yeah, okay, I'll call this install fun. Yeah, install fun dot RB. Else, now we're gonna get into the say add igniter. Just say ensure igniter. And well, it's good enough for now. Whatever. Okay, so we have all of, yeah, this stuff is done, but now this is where life gets complicated. This is all the really ugly, horrible, ridiculous code. Oh my god, there's so much. It's okay, it's not that bad. So let's, here's what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, I noticed it. Stupid. There we go. So let's put this in its own little function. Just need to group it up away from the code. Okay. So we are copying this thing now over here. So I'm sure this is going to have to take the argv at a minimum. Probably a lot of other things, but that's fine. So, okay, we have these two branches. You know what I still haven't figured out is like code folding in Vim. Is that even like, do I have like, is that a thing? Can I say like fold, close? Nope. Fold, close, fold, open. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. So we have these two branches. Let's see, if file.exists x.x's. Actually, I'm wondering what do we do if it doesn't exist? Surely we, oh, okay. So this is not like, not a significant branch. Probably I'll just do this here then. Okay. So now we don't need this wrapping logic. Yeah, we're done this. Okay. So this, what we're doing here is we're going to add igniter to the project is what this looks like. And there's no conditionals here. We're definitely adding it to the project. Or we're going to say like try add or something like that. You know, maybe add igniter. The way we do this is so hacky though, but it just is what it is. ZC. Oh, let me see. Does it work? I don't know. It's saying I don't have any folds. Do I need to like set something up? I'm assuming I need to set something up. Okay. Okay. Now this is actually just going to be ensure igniter. I don't think we actually need anything for this. Okay, so that's going to be all of this logic here. Yeah, see, this is kind of interesting because, I don't know, we're doing a couple things here. Because this if branch exits, I don't actually need the like if else at all, which is actually nice. So this will just look like this. And then I don't need the conditional in this logic here. Folding method, but I don't have the option top right. Okay. You say like folding. Oh, folding. When setting fold method to a value other than manual, all folds are deleted and new ones are created. The folding method. Okay. What do I? Isn't it like show? How do I show? Or I just say folding method? No. The default is manual. So you're saying if I do, what is it, set fold method? It's so bad with Vim. The indent, something like this. How do I do this? How do I set options? I don't even know. Fold method. Oh, okay, that's how I can see the value too. Fold method equals indent. Okay. So now if I do, still didn't work. Ah! Why did it folded everything? The hell? So there's probably like an open all folds. Delete all folds. That's crazy, bro. Toggle folding. Is that okay? So now I can what Z C ah. Okay, I don't like whoa whatever the hell this is going on here. All right, I'll figure it out later. What was I doing? Yeah, okay. So now we've ensured that igniter exists. Oh, here we go. But this, oh, okay. So this stuff is kind of part of ensuring that igniter is set up. And okay, we do need the else actually for, no, no, we don't. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. So we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna write some stuff. Yeah. Little. You use your mouse? No, I mean, I feel like I've been like actively trying very hard to like even now how I'm like clicking around on my mouse. I'm mostly just doing that because I'm like live on stream and I don't know, I'm not, but I've been like not touching my mouse at all. You know, as reasonably as I can, I guess. um okay, Barnabas send me some his options. Let's see. Okay, but fold method, fold level start. Okay, so I'm assuming that's probably the thing I was missing all along. Okay, well, I mean, let's try it out. So we've theoretically finished this refactor. Oh, but there's all going to be all of these. Yeah, there's going to be all of these functions. Okay, but anyway, let's see. Dot files, options. What the hell? Okay. So what was I was working on the install task here. Okay, so we're not okay, so nothing's folded. And now I can go in here and I can say what? Z C. That's good. I like that. Okay. Thanks, Barnabas. Um, I have tried Amethyst. Actually, I had problems with it. I'm using Aerospace right now, which works quite well for me. Um, like if I were to open a new terminal window, so I have like a tiling window manager set up. It's pretty good. And one of the reasons I like Aerospace especially is like, uh, and you know maybe this is true of Amethyst as well. I'm not really sure, but it's all very like keyboard focused, and you have like this simple config file that I can save in my dot files, which I think is quite nice. And so I have it all, everything in my dot files. which is important to me for these kinds of tools. I don't remember if Amethyst had a similar thing or not. Okay, back on task. I'm pretty positive that all of these private functions are going to be, oh, not that many actually. So we go to our task helpers. All right, what do we think? Do you think it compiles? Wow, it does. Okay, fancy. All right, so is that really all that it takes? If so, that's actually quite nice. I mean, what other installs? What other tasks do we have? Um, oh, I don't remember this. Mix igniter apply upgrades. Oh, Stefan, I don't know if you're still around, but this might be instead of mix Phoenix live view dot upgrade, maybe we should tell people to do mix igniter dot apply upgrades. Phoenix live view. I actually forgot I wrote this task. 1.0. What is it 1.0.0? 1.1.0? Something like that. But it doesn't really. It's really not important. I wouldn't waste. Yeah. Okay. Give it a shot. Tell me how it works. Because the nice thing about this is that well, it's kind of the same one way or the other. If you're just calling a single one. I remember why I did this. We use this for CI, so you can we kind of use this in various places ourselves. But okay. This is actually really interesting because we could wrap all of these tasks in that are a bunch of these tasks that we have, remove these refactors, all that sort of stuff. Be really cool. So if we do, oh yeah, I forgot we have this isn't a real version of the Phoenix.installer. It just delegates to the existing ones. But the idea is we could then eventually start maybe experimenting there. But I think, did we make this private? Yeah, okay, we did because we don't want people to use it. This is really neat. I'm actually kind of tempted to meta program this a little bit more so that just all of these tasks, a bunch of these tasks can be. Oh yeah, I like this. If we go to. Okay, let's just take a look at igniter.install, for example, right? So I don't think I'm going to need this thing that I made over here. So all that we actually need, see, I think we might need to, yeah, see, the problem is we can't rely on igniter itself to extract any information, and I need to figure out something with these docs, for example, right here. What did I just do? All right. Okay, so what I'm thinking that we can do, and I think this is actually going to be kind of interesting, is I can just meta program this with something like tasks to copy, and it would be something like igniter.install. Yeah, but we have to use a function for. Why do we have to do this with the positional arguments? Why are we extracting the positional arguments out? I don't think we have to do this. I'm going to try and just not do that. Because then what that means is what we're doing, we're splitting. Oh. Because we're actually calling this module fun here. But that might actually be fine. I can make a version of that. Call it install from RV. Why doesn't it like what I did? Oh, it probably does crap up here. Okay. Wow, we're getting somewhere cool. This is gonna be a really cool thing, actually. Like, not gonna lie. So, in util install, we're gonna add a not documented version of this called install from RV. And then this is going to. Oh, that I moved that and I didn't need to move it. Task helpers. This what extract additional args. Why is this public? Something else calling that? It's gonna be a bad day if that's the case. Okay, so I need to. Yeah, I need to put this stuff back so I can actually. Okay. This goes here. And then we just say I don't need to join the packages with commas because this accepts. Yeah, this just splits them by commas. Oh gosh, the stuff you find when you refactor. Well, okay, Stefan, that's actually kind of interesting. The version in the upgrader to include the RC shouldn't we be detecting that automatically? Like if you say mix igniter dot upgrade, see. If you say mix igniter dot, I guess what you're doing, okay, it makes sense if you do this, that that won't get to the RC because mixdex dot update. Well, no, like I feel like we're doing something wrong if mix igniter dot upgrade doesn't work, right? Or am I missing something there? Like this right here should just work. Assuming that it goes through the release candidate, we should consider the release candidate as like, oh no, because the release candidate is like less than right. The release candidate is like less than the actual release that you put it for. Yeah. Yeah, maybe next time what you could do is like I don't know, how would we want to do that? Because you could just say that going to RC0, yeah, if you said like going to RC0 makes these changes, but like that's really like annoying to have a release candidate in the thing. I wonder we can maybe like we could maybe do something like that for the in the future that makes it a little bit nicer. But I think we're at a decent spot now. So, what am I doing? Saying install packages RB. Right. Yeah, I mean that would work, but my only problem with it then you have to have like an art and like the RCs are like they change, so you wouldn't necessarily because it's like then you might have like to the next RC where like it's like different and you don't want to like undo the things. So I feel like what should happen is if there's a release candidate for the version you're going to, we should apply those also. If that makes sense. Like we should be like release candidate aware in some way so that that way like and then like later you go and you change those. Yeah, like you just have to write one you maintain one upgrader to 1.1.0 And then if you go to 1.1.0-RC like whatever, we should apply the 1.1.0 upgrader automatically, I think. Okay. So this looks good. And this is now, we don't need install fun can just be install from RB. Did I leave that? Okay. So now in task helpers, we don't have install fun is just a name. So we would say apply module install fun RB. Okay. So now all we need to do this is, okay, I need to figure out the short doc and the long doc, which is a problem. Kind of. We're probably gonna have to do some code generation here. If only we had tools for code generation available to us. Because what I'm thinking is, if we have like, we need to know the task name, so igniter.install, and then we need, I mean, yeah, we just need these right here. We could say something like, I mean, we'll just make it even easier. Mod an MFA, good old school classic stuff. So with just this, ignoring docs for now, so we can call this, we can say tasks, and I can say for tasks. Oh, I guess I need multiple. I feel like deriving that module name would be just stupid when I could just hand write it. So we'd say mod. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Seven. I appreciate it. Mod igniter. No, mix.tasks. Okay, let's call this task. Right. What have I done? Oh, yeah. Okay. So then we would say for task name big, then we'd say big task. Okay, I should make that a map, not a, yeah. All right, so I can say, yeah. So if the task is not loaded, and if it is, I'm assuming, if I say, is that gonna work? No fold found, come on. Okay, we just don't do anything, that makes sense. Okay. So then we're gonna say def module. No, just config.task. Right? I think so. And then let's just ignore this for now. All we need is this. And then I'm just going to pass in now the MFA is what's going to go in there. And so if I go into wrap past, this is just going to take this. Then we'll say apply. Okay, let's be human being and not do one-letter variables. Okay, so module. Okay, I guess install fun isn't the right actual name because it's going to do more things than just install. Okay. So this theoretically ought to be all that we need. It's going to be hard to actually test this easily because it's such a pain, but let's try it. If I do in the installer, so do we see mix igniter dot install? We do install. Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's just say does some stuff. Oh, okay. What? Insert module scope. Igniter install. Oh, duh. Okay. Okay, we have a whole bunch of problems here. Okay, got it. Okay, let's do these one at a time. How many do we have? Not too bad. All right. Args is unused. That's right. All right. Task name is unused. Ah, probably somewhere we're saying igniter.install. This needs to be okay. Where did I just use task name? What function is this? This is ensure igniter. Oh, I didn't finish cleaning this nice stuff up. So if this branch shuts down, it does not need to be an else. It can just be end. And we need a little bit more. So, or to clean this up nicely, we would, okay, we write the new contents. Are we using new contents anywhere else? Here. Okay, so this should probably be, well, this should return, does it need to clean up, right? So now we're going to return new contents is not equal contents. Again, I do not need the else. Why do I keep getting that wrong? So we're going to say new contents not equal contents. So in that case, we have to clean up. And so now we can take all of this stuff and we'll say, call this clean up. Okay, and now here, we will say if cleanup. Okay, now we're doing good. So task name needs to be passed into this function. Sure. Igniter and install. Task name. Okay. Undefined variable MFA. That would be unquote config.mfa. Invalid quoted expression. That's right. Macro.escape. Don't try this at home, kids. Load depths is unused. Oh, I just didn't call this. Yeah. Y'all, I can't type. All right. Okay, so now it still says install a package or packages and run any associated installers. Why does it still have those docs? It should be getting this like, oh, it's because the archive's installed. Okay. That tracks. That tracks. All right, let me check on the world. Um, okay, just checking on the making sure all the kids are still alive. Hold on. You guys have no idea how much crap comes across my desk all the time. It's ridiculous. And this problem is it's not getting any better, you know? That's the weird part. Okay, so this is a little bit complicated because I mean it's actually not that big a deal. We're just gonna have to set up archive.build. Mix archive.install. Okay, now if I say mix help, okay, it's not getting. Okay, I think it needs to have both. Oh no. Hmm. Yeah. Oh well, this is also wrong. No, I should unquote toString task. Yeah, I mean honestly, maybe at some point. Okay, toString task name, I think is what I called it. So yeah, why isn't it? Well, I guess let's see. Okay. Mix.tasks, isn't it? Yeah. See, this is why you should derive over handwrite. Um, yeah, you're not wrong. All right, fine. Because okay, so we're gonna say module name equals task name string dot split on dots dot map macro dot camelize then dot concat. No, yeah, mix dot tasks Now it'll be like this. Module.concat. Something like this ought to do it. And then instead of config, we just are going to have, we don't need the module. So we do just need the MFA. This. So we'll say MFA. Now this is, so we have the task name and it's going to be MFA. Yes. That's right. Okay. Nope. Yes, that's right. That's fair. Let's just do this like this. Yeah. Okay, so does some stuff. Boom. Okay. So now we run into the big problem. The essential issue is that we need to make sure that the documentation, and I've had trouble with this exact thing before trying to abstract this in a way that was nice, but that the documentation for these tasks is right. So if we look at, we have this igniter.install task here, no, here, the real one. And it's got all this documentation. We have a couple issues. We can't just say, for example, we can't just, for example, like go read the docs from that file, because the dependency won't be available in the archive. So that code won't be there. It won't compile. So I have to put the docs somewhere. I have to put the docs somewhere that they can be like all reached. It's just so inconvenient to do it, and I want to come up with some better way. Like I feel like what I could do is instead, like, when this compiles, I could go like, no, that's not gonna work. I could make a task that would copy the docs for these mixed tasks into like markdown files or something, but that like sucks too. I think I have something. I do have like one shared place that let me see. In this thing, we, oh no, I don't. We don't have a shared. We don't have a shared thing. Damn. Yeah, what up, Chaz? What do we do? How do we get these docs to be good? How do we get these docs to match? Okay, yeah. Now how do we get? Okay, it's okay. This is a technical problem, not like a not a writing problem. We need to figure out how to get. I wonder. No, I can't do like. They're both gonna have to have some kind of shared files. Man, this is really stumping me. I mean, I guess the short answer or the easiest answer is actually to just straight up copy them, but that's such a bad idea. I know it's just such a bad idea. Yeah, I don't think I could do it like okay. Okay. No, you're actually onto something. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Um okay, here we go. Yeah, this is making it well, it's yeah, in the CLI, like you have to have docs for tasks to show up when you like to show up at all, and the docs need to match the docs for the igniter.install tasks that are live in the archive. That's like the magic one that runs even if Igniter isn't in your project. Those have to be the same in uh both versions, in the archive and in this one. But what we're gonna do, this is gonna be good. Yeah, probably is we're gonna make it so that docs igniter dot installer dot ask helpers dot copy docs like this. Okay, well this is gonna have to be something like this. Okay, so first we're gonna copy the docs. Okay, and then we're going to run docs, the actual command. So now, okay, a couple things. So task helpers has to have the data in it. Okay. Okay. We're getting there. So first off, this needs to we're just going to call this copy. We'll call it like auto tasks or something. It doesn't really matter. Okay. So this is going to be this. Beautiful. Okay. So now, so we don't need any of this crap. Now, what did I call this thing? Yeah. So copy docs. Okay. This is going to be crazy. Priv. I don't think I should really need this. Because priv, I think automatically always okay. Let's not worry about it too much. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say for tasks. Okay. Okay. We're going full circle here, folks. In this auto tasks, they call this copied tasks. How did I get a folder named 64? What did I do? Yeah, so that's basically what we're gonna do. So the docs are what the hell? That was wacky. Copied tasks and an emoji in my file name for a bit there. Okay. So we're gonna go back to how we had it here with multiple configs, but derived. So we're gonna say for task yeah, been making life hard for myself. There's no reason to try to condense everything down to like tuples. You can just let it be like this. Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, these stupid errors. Okay. But also this would be okay. Okay. So now this is gonna go back to config. Then we have config dot module, and then unquote task name, and then unquote macro dot escape config dot mfa. Okay. We in business. Kind of. I mean, this is just the first part of it. So now what we need to do is when we're to copy these docs, we're gonna have the task name config. Okay. So I need to get the docs out of the relevant place. Am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? I'm gonna do this with. I think I might. Okay, I can't like compile Igniter itself, or can I? No, I can't. That's the whole point. Well, no, I can. I can't. I can in this context. Ooh, ooh, I had a good idea. Well, okay, but this is in the installer though. This is in the archive, not. It's hard to explain. This is in the archive, not in the actual Igniter project, right? So, but what I'm realizing I can do, if I let me just try something. Let's just say mix help. No, it's not how that works. Okay, this is gonna be pure insanity if I actually do this way. Okay, so if I do this now, if I say mix, or if I go to the installer and I say mix docs, a string or a function takes one argument. Got what did I do that? What's wrong there? Mix. gosh, my oh, it's always worse when you're screaming but you can't type. Um, tasks. Oh, I use. Why do you want tasks? Task helper is 25. Why does it keep asking me to confirm? That's like weird. Okay, yeah, so yeah, this is crazy, but this is gonna work. If I do, let's we'd say short doc. How do I get? What's the best way to get this short? If I say mix help, look, if I say mix help, for example, you get this runs a project's test. But if I say mix help test, is that short doc the first line in the docs? Why did I pick the longest? The task runs the test for a project. Runs a project. So yeah, see, it's short doc only shows up here. That's very annoying, but it is what it is. So if I say mix help, yeah, okay. Ugh, this is pretty annoying. But it's fine. Task name. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna say zero. It should be a zero exit code, right? Um, and then we need to short doc string dot split on new lines. Enum dot find string dot starts with mix task name. It needs to have a space. It cannot have more tasks after it. And then we're going to take that. We're going to say string dot split on asterisk parts 2 enum dot at 1 string. That's not an asterisk. String dot split string dot trim. Yeah, an octothorpe is also a thing. I don't know. What else? What up, Ryan? All right, so now what should happen now is when I run mix docs, I should see it print out the short docs for string dot starts with no. Oh yeah. The hell? Okay. Yeah, look, we're doing it. Wait. No. Damn it. It's getting the description. It's getting the description from the archive. Damn. Is there like a thing on? Let's see. Mix help. Mix help? Is that a thing? Yeah. Can I tell it not to check archives? Oh my gosh. I can't. I thought I was so smart. Is there like a is there an environment variable for where mix looks like mix archive elixir path? Maybe there's an environment variable that controls where mix archives. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Let's just see what happens. So now I can say env. Maybe I can't. Here we go. All right. Now let's see what happens. Is it going to give me the How did that do that? How does this? What the? Oh, it's saying mixed stocks can't be found. Well, it has to be. What? Mixed stocks. This should call, like, if I don't do this, mixed stocks has no problem, right? Oh no. But docs has to exist in order. See, xdoc. What the? What the heck? Oh yeah, yeah. Check. There's a guide in Ash with. I also wrote a blog post about it. Yeah, Chaz can probably tell you about it. Okay, so how is it saying mixed docs is not found, but it like very, very clearly has to be a thing? It's not like mixed X doc, is it? Mixed docs. Okay, I know that. Okay, I know we do this in like other places, like in Ash. Yeah, we do exactly this. Oh, I'm going nuts. I don't know. I gotta pee. I'll be back. I'm back. You're ready. Okay. So I'm currently in like a full on mystery mode right now with this docs task not working. It's the craziest thing I have ever seen. That mix docs should just show, yeah, mix docs, generate documentation for the project. So it shows up in help. What the hell? I am so mystified because if you do mix hex.publish, for example, wait, generating docs worked. What the is going on? This this calls, I know mixhex.publish calls mixdocs. So I don't know what's up, but I am, you know what? Hold on, before I go crazy. All right, well, you know what? It just doesn't matter. I think it's gonna work on publish, probably. So probably, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make an alias for this called copy docs. And then we're gonna say this and go here. So I don't have to look at this error messages. So why does it keep asking me to confirm? That's like new crap. There we go. Okay. Okay. So I don't need this. Mix copy docs. Okay. So we can get back on task here. Like learning how to use ZellaJ in addition to every other thing. My setup is always changing. It's always so frustrating. That's why I'm just like, I've decided that I'm just not switching from NeoVim for at least like 1 year. That's just all there is to it. All right. It's just it. NeoVim for a year. Yeah. I was using Zed, and Zed is still like, Zed's like really close, but all the like, I don't know. I've seen so many good things coming from using like CLI and text-based tools and like with the new LLM tools and stuff, and like I don't know. It just, and I get so annoyed with these UI editors, with the GUI editors. So I'm just like, I'm just back on. I mean, look, you talk about breaking your mouse habit, but my mouse works. You know what I mean? Like I can use my mouse for stuff in NeoVim. Nothing really stops you from doing that. You can do that. So I would say like you can switch to NeoVim without breaking your mouse habit. Um. Uh. Yeah. Barnabas, look, I used Emacs for like 2 years. I've used NeoVim for over a year at a time. So I get it. Like the freedom is good and it is attractive, but at the same time, Zed, like GUI editors, specifically Zed, not VS Code. I'm not even remotely interested in going back to VS Code. It's really only Zed. There's just so much stuff that like just works and I don't have to think about it. Right. It's just, it's just so ugh. All right. Um okay, we're going back. Let's go back to this task helpers. Okay. So we're able to get the short doc. Oh no, wait. I was trying to get the short doc. And now it's going to sit and hang there forever somehow. How crazy is that? How literally insane is that? Setting mix archives path to anything causes this task to just hang there forever. What if I set it to an empty thing? Doesn't help. Y'all, this is okay. Fine. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go even more crazy with it. Um, because why not? Now watch, it's gonna work. Oh wait, I got it. Well, oh wait, wait. Am I just being dumb? Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. It's all fine, everybody. Okay, so now I need to get the long docs. Second 90%. That is the truth. Um okay, so now we have long doc output. Actually, this is just the long docs. Okay. Now y'all ready to see the extent of my genius? Okay, file.makedir e priv. This needs to be get ignored in here in installer priv docs. Shit. This just need to, okay, maybe this needs to not be done on, maybe whenever you compile. No, it's fine. Who cares? It's fine. Doesn't matter. Task helpers. Okay. File.makedir p priv docs, file.write priv docs task name short doc just call it short doc for short. All right, it's gonna work. Okay, so now what? Where are the files? What the? Oh, could not write to file priv docs. Ah. Okay. So yeah, now priv docs never install long. Look at that. Oh wait, I need to get rid of that bit at the top. And location at the end. Why do they do that? Okay, so I get why they do it actually. Okay, so it's the first 3 lines and the last 1 line need to go away. So for long doc, I would say long doc output long doc. My gosh, doc output string dot split on new line enum dot drop 3 this dot drop last enum dot join. Probably I could do like list dot slice or enum dot slice. Okay, and then can I do like just 2 -1 -1 1. Okay, so it's 3 to -2. Why am I being dumb? The -2 ought to go. Shouldn't it be like trimming the end of this? Oh, okay. Yeah, there must have just been extra. I don't understand. Let me just double check though. Yeah, what? See, why does changing it from -2 to -3 give remove 2 line? What? Somebody help. All right, whatever. Whatever. I don't care. Okay. Oh. Whatever. It works. I'm happy with it. All right. So now, y'all, you don't even get it. Now I can go into these copied tasks, and I can say installer.task helpers longs. Long docs for task name. And then short doc. Beautiful. All right. So now I need to define these. Okay. So if it exists, else say unknown. Doesn't matter because that won't happen. Ooh. This needs to be long. What the hell did I just do? What's going on? Okay. Weird. Okay. Now, this ought to work. So if I say mix archive dot install, no, mix archive dot build. Right, we don't need unquote here, do we? Oh yeah, we do. No, we don't. What? Okay, task helpers. 26. Okay, now mix archive dot build. Archive install. Okay, now if I say go just like somewhere else. Sure, okay. Mix help search igniter. So mix igniter dot install. Install it. Okay. Now mix help igniter dot install. Perfect. It has all the docs copied from the thing, and now the well, that's actually right. This is I stripped because I'm reading it from this task, so I stripped the location that came from this output, and now it's putting in the location because I'm using mix help igniter.install. So it's like that's otherwise it would have location would have been in here twice. Okay, so now all of that, the whole payoff in all of this crap was that, and I guess I should have maybe tested some assumptions a little bit more, but we have more tasks that we want to copy, right? So if we look in, let's see. That's a weird way to do that. Okay, so we have all of these tasks that we might want to copy. No, not here. We go in. Okay. So we're going to just do, let's start with the one that we actually, no, let's start with this, add, igniter.add. So this is a little bit weird that this calls uniter.util.install from argv. It's annoying that I have to have that, I guess, but it is what it is. Well, so I don't want it. I do want it to be an explicit data thing because I don't want to pick up all tasks, only some subset of tasks. So like we don't care about this igniter.setup. I don't know, but I'm not gonna worry about that one. So for now, I won't. Okay, we definitely don't want this one. We don't need this one. We already have install. This doesn't really make sense. We want this one. Let's not do the refactors either. So add, remove, and upgrade, and apply upgrades.
No, I can't do that actually because that's the thing. It's a good idea, by the way. That I like where you're going at with that. But the reason I can't do that is because I can't. Okay, there's two packages here. There's Igniter the installer, and there's Igniter the package, and I can't compile Igniter and read those Nix tasks as part of doing this because it's like there's a it just doesn't work that way here. So I have to it has to be like explicitly defined like this. Um, right. Yeah. So what the hell am I doing? No, it's not the buttons I'm trying to press. There we go. So we're gonna do igniter.add, and then if I go to igniter.add, the now what has to happen is we have to have a version of this. This is annoying that we have to do this way. Because we have this util install. This util install, but yeah, we want to call this directly. That's fine. But you know what I just realized? If I this isn't going to work until I publish this version of Igniter that has these functions, which is fine also probably, but oh Jesus. Okay, probably what we'll do is we're gonna have in Igniter, we're gonna have this lib, we're gonna have I'm gonna call this copied pass. Right. So yeah, what up, Ken? Um okay, so we are going to this is not going to be installed from RB here. This is going to be here. And then this will be igniter.util.install.install. Okay, so now we can have def add argv. We're just going to call this install igniter dot copied tasks dot copy tasks and install. Okay. So now for add, it's going to look very similar. So what is util installed with? Yeah. I don't care about the title. But we don't have any ops here. Which means that in this world, the yes flag is installed. Okay. Let's just call this So is this must oh, this is getting ops. Where's it getting yes from? Oh, it's just doing dash. Okay. I don't think we have yes to deaths, do we? Let's just try this. Let's say ops. Do this in both places. I guess that one doesn't need it. It's this one. Yeah, man, we're lighted on fire. Okay, let's not be dumb. Okay, we're all okay. We're getting there. So do a dry run ops. Okay. With this yes thing, our options are yes. Okay, so it should be ops yes. Okay. All right. So if I mix archive.build, I need archive.install. Your boy can't type. All right. Here we go. So, oh my God. Yes. Do it. All right. So now, mix help search igniter. This should pull up igniter.add as well. Yeah. Oh, but it says unknown. Oh, that makes sense actually. Uh-oh. Expected a keyword list, but entry list is not a two-element tuple. Keyword.keys. Four. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Wrong. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I don't know why this docs is not that's not working, but I just don't care. It just doesn't matter. So now if I say archive build and archive install, and then I do mix help search igniter, it should show yeah. Wow. What a day. Okay. So now if I just make a new thing, mix new test, I should be able to say mix igniter.add rec. This is not going to install any. And it should also remove it when we're done. This will be the proof in the pudding. Oh, but you know what? It's not going to work. It's going to fail. Oh, interesting. We're not properly removing the, not invoke task igniter.add. The fuck? All right, let's see. And what does that mean? I guess it just means that the igniter.add because I think that needs to be in any task. Like this. Okay, we're going to do this in Igniter itself. No, I can't do it in Igniter itself, can I? Yes, I can. Because if we're getting into this thing, so def run. Right. So yeah, it's only using this anywhere. It's fine. Yeah, not really. So what we're gonna say is flags to remove equals. Oh no, my friggin' music stopped. Let's get live. Okay. All right, folks. So what the hell was I doing? Flags to remove equals. Do I have info in here? Info. Okay, here we go. Equals. So we'd have something like this from igniter new. And then we have, what is this, igniter repeat. Okay, so now we're going to say is enum dot reject schema name. Actually, I'll probably do it like this. This is better. Okay, so global options switches. At global options. Okay. So let's build. Install. And now we will mix igniter dot no mix new. Oh, this is a tough one. I can't. Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, it's we. Okay, hold on. How do I? I have. I like have to publish this to to fix it. Oh, okay. Hold on. No, I can do something a little bit better than that. Which is we're adding igniter, ensure igniter, and then we're saying new contents equals add igniter depth. Okay, just for now. All right, just for now. Ah, okay. Okay. So now if I say mix igniter dot add rec, should hopefully work because it's going to be using this path dependency on like real igniter here. Yes, queen. And then it'll clean up. And now if I look in here, we should have rec and not igniter. Beautiful. We did it, y'all. Okay, so let's undo this. So we still have more work to do. Still have more work to do, which is in task helpers. Okay, so here we have add. We can do basically the same thing we did for add, but for remove. Okay, so copied tasks here. So let's see. Like literally the same thing. It's just instead of this, it does this. And then instead of add dep, it does this. And there's no version check. It's just that. See, the trick to getting a lot done is to save the actual the actual thing I sat down to do is make igniter.upgrade work this way, but I'm doing it last. That way it's all systematized. Okay, mix archived up. This is actually not a good trick for getting work done, by the way. Let's install. Ah, shit, I gotta go back to the. So install runs the installer and add just adds it to your deps. It doesn't do any other thing. It doesn't try to run an installer. Okay, so I need to go back to over here. No, wait, no. Task helpers. Damn, why did I delete this? Wait. I have a thing for this. Undo tree, right? Come on, I have like a. There's like an undo tree. I thought I had an undo. Did I get rid of it? Undo tree? Hmm. Oh, undo tree toggle wasn't showing up. Okay, anyway. So now, the hell? There. Okay, so I want to see the undo tree for this, and then if I undo tree to the win, for the win, whatever, to the rescue, for the win. Who cares? Let's also do this. Yeah, it's gonna yell at me doxy and be fine. I still don't understand what that was going on there, but who cares? All right. So now I should be able to say makes igniter dot remove rec. So for the installers, technically, okay. No, you can mix igniter dot install any dep you want, even if there's no installer for it. But it always runs that installer. So if you do mix igniter dot add, it won't run that installer. So like let's say you know that like you want to add ash, but you don't want to run the installer yet, then you might do mix igniter dot add. Like why does it say unknown? That's actually pretty interesting. Okay. Probably because what I did is in the installer here. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? So now Oh, that's actually interesting. It has to compile. Again, just in case. That's weird. All right, whatever. So now I can say mix igniter dot remove. Yes, that is correct. If there is no installer, oh, mix igniter dot remove couldn't count, but it was. Oh wait, what did I do that removed? How did that remove? Remove. What? Oh, that's your boy using undo tree and not thinking about the fact that it, undid this. Oh, all right. All right. Now we should have igniter dot remove. Okay, it's fine. It says unknown. It doesn't matter. Igniter dot remove rec. We do what we want, and it should also clean up. What a day. Okay. Okay. So we have add and remove. So now all we need is upgrade, which is going to be harder, actually, for what it's worth. Well, will it be harder? We're about to find out. So what does the upgrade task look like? Um okay. You know what I just had? Oh, no, it can't be the task. That's the annoying thing. It can't. But okay, this is fine. Okay, if I go to copied tasks, I think I can do this. Fine. I can say def upgrade. So I need to get into this logic here. It's complicated crap. What happens if I just say mix dot task dot re-enable igniter dot upgrade dot task dot run. Whoa, this might simplify a lot. A lot. Hold on, is this gonna work? Let's find out. First, okay. Now archive build, archive.install. So we should see igniter.upgrade. It's not going to find an upgrader, which is fine. Checking for igniter and project. Ah, this is the problem. This is why we can't do that. Right. Right. Okay. But actually, I think what we can do is effectively just take this crap. Yeah, okay. We'll do it this way. This is fine. It's a little weird, but it's fine. We don't need ops. Oh, but no, we do need options. So we need to validate the schema. I wonder. I want to see what happened. So I know this mix.task.run thing is finding the old module. Does that mean no? But this all has to be there. What happens if I just say mix.tasks.igniter.upgrade dot run? Is this gonna have the same problem as what the hell did I just do? Let's see. Where was I? I was in city test. So if I say mix.igniter dot, is it gonna just spin here for a long time now again or no? It is. Damn. Damn. That means that it's not that big of a deal, but all of this logic needs to be outside of the task effectively. Oh, what a pain in the ass. Because there's all of these. There's all of this stuff. This has to happen. It has to like live somewhere else now. We have to copy this schema. Fine, it is what it is. I wish Stefan was here so he could see how much I care about this Phoenix stuff. All right, so we're gonna need. Well, I guess the place to copy it would be here. So we'd say something like option parser parse. Forget. Let me see what is task. Yeah, switches. Let me just make a note here. Well, actually, I guess, yeah. Um, yeah, yep. So this is going to return this. This is that way we aren't like duplicating this information. So I'd say igniter dot copy tasks dot upgrade switches. All right, Stefan, that's good timing. I was just making jokes. I know you guys appreciate it. So I appreciate everything you guys do. Um, but the funny thing is basically the upgrade task proved to be the only hard one when I switched all of this stuff over. Okay, so now the annoying thing here though is, oh wait, option parser dot parse. What does that return again? How do I forget? How do I hover? Whatever. It returns the flags like that. What the fuck is it doing? Okay, so ops. Um, okay, so upgrade.run. This is, yeah, now. Oh, I'll need to have an option here or something that says like parse args. No, I guess we'll do it like this. No. What am I doing? This is ugly. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to say igniter.new. Map.put args. Is that a thing? Igniter.args? Igniter.mix.task.args. Yeah. Classic. Uh, this has positional, which will now be packages. Oh, and I need to get the positional. Where is that? We have something here. But so with that said, Stefan, by the way, this actually is um, a really positive change, I think, too, because now we have this set up for multiple. I don't know if you saw, but we have this set up for um, multiple other tasks as well. Like we had only set this up for install, but now we have it set up for add, remove, and upgrade. And I get apply upgrades. We'll also have to do the same thing. But the benefit here now is like we have a nice system for basically uh making sure that like it's not super convenient, but it is actually doable now to have any given igniter task also be done in the archive where it installs igniter and then removes igniter. So it, I think it's actually like a really positive change in general. Um, despite, obviously I'm like complaining, but you know, who wouldn't? Everybody complains when they program, right? All right. Positional argv arg original argv argv. Yeah, exactly. Argv flags and options, and then do upgrade. Yes. So now, no, I don't think that's an igniter. Okay. So now I need to take all of this logic which is a lot. Oh my god. Who who gave me a keyboard? Like who thought that it was this is all one function, guys? I'm sorry, all right? I'm sorry. You know? Like things are weird. All right. This has to go in its own module. Yeah, the second 90%. All right, def module igniter dot upgrade. Okay. We have okay, let's combine these things. Nope, these are part of a public interface, so we shan't be okay. So let's combine this thing and say def. You know, I never thought about it. If anybody ever comes across my code that's bad, I'll just be like, oh yeah, I vibe coded that. Wasn't me. It was Claude. All right. Okay. Upgrade task. Now we want. I'm just gonna copy pretty much all of this, everything. Yeah. And then this just becomes upgrade. So then we say, let me just put this all back, I guess. I didn't have to do that. Whatever. All right. So, oh, okay. Igniter dot upgrades dot upgrade. All right. Do you think we got it first try? Let's find out. Do upgrade igniters unused. Yeah. All right. This is now. I don't need this do upgrade. This is just. Again, don't need that. Okay. All right. So now mix archive, build. Yes. Let me do the docs thing. Mix copy docs. Make sure that's all still working. Okay. Mix archive.build, archive.install. Now, this ought to work. It's not going to do anything, but it doesn't matter. Beautiful. Did it clean itself up? Didn't. Why did, whoa, oh. Oh, it's probably no. Why did it clean itself up? Wait, rec isn't even in there. Okay. Okay, so now let's try this again. So mix igniter.add. Right, this should work despite igniter not being there. Don't know what that is, but that's fine. Okay, now if I say mix igniter.remove, well, okay. Oh, I actually know what it is. I know what it is. That's interesting. Can I just say, I hmm. So I almost never ever dislike a design choice from about the Elixir programming language. But the one thing that I am not a big fan of is this like stateful mixed task system where like when you run them once they like get disabled and then you have to like re-enable them explicitly to like it feels it's like a very strange way. Now there are reasons for it, so I'm not trying to suggest it's like makes no sense. But I just wish that I feel like there was a better way somewhere in here, and I'm not a big fan of this, um, personally. But that is what it is. I'm almost positive. Maybe before I bitch about it, I should actually confirm. So you don't have to. You have to. Okay, whenever you run a task with mix.task.run, it marks itself statefully somewhere as like having been run. So you have to re-enable it to run it a second time. Okay, so now if I do, so that's why the next the cleaning up thing. Oh, what did I do? Function order copied task dot remove is undefined or private. Well, wait, what? Have remove upgrade. Where's add? Oh my god, y'all! I copied. I think I just modified add instead of copying add. That's stupid. All right, all right. Undo tree. Back to the rescue. Where's the undo tree? What the hell is going on? Come on, y'all. There we go. Gotta go back until I find add. Okay, is this the one? No, we're still too far. How long ago did we ruin this? Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so we want this one. Okay, let's put add back in. Jeez, all right. Messy, we're getting messy, folks. So now make sure that mix add still works. Okay. Steps dot unlock dash dash clean used. Okay. Igniter dot install rec. Make sure that this still works. Yep, that's fine. It's interesting it shows the igniter in there like temporarily. It's not really a good way for me to fix that, I don't think right now, unfortunately. Um maybe there is a no there isn't. We're just it's just a later problem. And now all right, let's remove it and test with add. Cool. Come on. Wow, what a day. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. So now we're going to add rec and we're going to upgrade it. Although it's not going to do anything. That's going to be fine. Well, actually, let's no locking it. Yeah, okay, let's do this. Get mixhex.info rec. We're going to install 0.5.15. No, that's the latest one. 1.4. Oh, wait, why is this still in there? Wait, so is it? Wait, what the hell? Oh, y'all, that's what it is. Okay, um, it's okay. I don't know how to. I didn't really think about that. If you cancel the tab, if you cancel it, oh no. What do I do? Oh no. If you hit Control C, we never get a chance to clean up the task. Can you interrupt like an exit? Can you catch an exit signal like that? Like can you catch Control C? Y'all, I don't know. I mean, I can do like an after, but that's not really going to help. It's like we're just hard quitting the task. It's like surely Elixir's after block doesn't like keep going through a sig hup or whatever Control C is or sig kill whatever. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But that's just fine. See what happens. System.at_exit. Never heard of it. That didn't do what I thought I was gonna do. Ah, okay. So you're saying at exit. Registers a program exit handler function. It does say like the callbacks are not guaranteed, or exit signals, the callbacks are not guaranteed to be executed. It's an interesting question of like not guaranteed, but like are they more likely to be executed? You know? Should I be like asking ChatGPT? I don't even know. I don't know. I have no idea. I guess I can try it. Like Doesn't hurt. All right. So let's find out. So right after we do this, yeah, it's sad because this is like a pretty bad UX. If I mean, yeah, it's a pretty bad UX. I guess it's only in this particular instance, and I could add like a notice, like, hey, if you stop this task, I don't know. Oh gosh, hell, I've been streaming for a while. I have so much work to do today. I mean, this is work, but still, I have other work to do today too. All right, let's try this. System.add_exit. I mean, I don't think you can trap OS level exits that way. I know you can trap like a process exit, but I don't know. So I'm going to try this system.add_exit. I'm going to try to remove this. Actually, then I don't need this after, theoretically, like, because if it exits successfully, then we'll clean up. Um, all right, let's see what happens. Yeah, I mean, you would, but I don't think I can do that from within the program, right? Yeah, I mean, the question is, can Elixir, like, like, it would be pretty. I would be surprised, I guess, if I could do that. But let me see. I don't know. Let's just see what happens with this. Maybe this system.add_exit thing will work well enough for me. Okay, so let's make sure this is cleaned up. There it is. Well, so if I say mix igniter.add rec, let's just make sure that it works on the default set. Like, oh, no match of right hand value already started. Right. It's something to do with this loading spinner where I actually don't care if the capture server is already started. But why? Yeah, why would I care about that? Oh, actually, I do care about that. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that was dumb. I do kind of care about that. I'm wrong. Where the hell was I just working? So no, I don't. Do I? Yes, I do. No, I don't. Do I care? Don't I care? Why are we calling cleanup? Saying cleaning up twice. Uh, let's just let it run. Let's just make that not an error and see what happens. Oh, I need to. Okay. Hmm. Okay, it did it twice. Why would it do it twice? Why would my system that exit thing happen twice? I feel like that's not something I should really have to worry about. Right? System. What am I looking for? Oh, I think. Well, are we somehow getting to this function twice? Like we need to make sure we only do this one time. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's because this calls the cleanup function calls igniter.remove. Okay, I'm gonna make it not do that actually. Um, we know that we have it here, so this can be use igniter copied tasks dot. I have to use apply though because this is in the installer. So these I think are gonna have a problem. Oh yeah, opsarg v. Yeah, okay. 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 So I mean that's good though. That does mean our system.addExit is doing what we want it to do. And now this should. Oh, it's still. No, wait, did it happen twice? Unchanged. Yeah, resolving unchanged. Huh. Yeah, now we just don't care that it happened twice. Okay. techie. I don't really care that much right now. Okay. It's gonna work this time, finally. I need to... Oh, that cleanup didn't even work, though. Why didn't it work? Well, let's see. That's probably why functioner dot remove. That's right. Okay, there's a command I don't understand there. Oh, is that... There we go. Okay, cool. All right. Here we go. This time for real. Well, this is gonna have screwed it up, right? Okay, come on. You can do it. Oh, I see why it's doing it twice. It's because we're removing... No, actually, I don't know. I don't see why it's doing it twice. I don't understand. Oh, this isn't... I can never do it here. No, we don't use application. Also, sorry, I just saw that question. Okay, I get it. I think I get it. No, I don't get it. This is just calling copy task remove igniter, which should not be calling the task itself, right? So remove. Yep, so this is just going to call remove dep, make steps.clean. So it did it at least. But now, if I... Seems like there's still cases where, okay, if I do it again, should be no changes. Oh my goodness, this is just the output of mixsteps.get. Okay. Why are we calling that part twice? It seems like we are, right? We're saying resolving hex dependencies. I'm so lost. Why are we calling mixstuff.get twice? This is funny. think that's all that's going on there.
I think that
That's so dumb. I think that so when we have tasks to run, we run mixed deps.get in advance to make sure that the tasks are available. And we weren't, but we were adding deps.get as a task, and it wasn't like deduplicating that effectively. It's so stupid. All right, let's try this. I gotta tell you, I really did not think that Igniter was gonna be as hard to make as it is. Like the actual um like the rigging around dependencies. Like I thought it was gonna be all the code modification stuff. That's not the hard part. Like not even kind of. There we go. Okay, so that looks nice. Now the question is, if I stop this thing right here, what's gonna happen? Yeah, it didn't work. Um, okay. There's a package for this. Um, it's not too old. But I don't want to add a NIF to this if I can help it, honestly. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we're just gonna have to live with it. And probably what I'm going to do is just make it a little bit more clear. Um, let's think. I could do it with a comment that says like, this you might be seeing this because uh you might be seeing this because you canceled the installer. You know what I mean? Like I think, yeah, that's probably what I have to do. Okay, there was an inspect left in there. That's fine. Um, so in here, when we say add igniter dep, we could do it like this. Let's say you probably oh, that comment needs to only be there if we're going to cancel it. Well, all right. This is firmly in the realm of I don't care anymore. We can roll forward on that. Uh, it's just good enough for me. All right, so igniter works or upgrade works. We have one last thing to do. Copied. tasks, no, task helpers, which is that we need to make apply upgrades work. Okay. This one's going to be, okay, actually this, oh, okay. This is simple enough. So the only options, yeah. Does this actually care about a RGB flags? Yeah, okay. I'll do igniter in. Okay. Let's, I call this do apply upgrades. And then apply upgrades is going to take argv, and it's going to do the same. Oh, I should put this all above this crap. Okay, so this is going to do basically the same thing that this does. Except luckily, there's just a yes. Whoa. That's close. Okay. So this one is just going to have yes. And then we will say exist. Okay. So we're just going to pick an arbitrary range. Okay. We're just going to say mix igniter dot apply upgrades 0.5.14. I need rec. Zero 5.15. Did I do something wrong? Compare task helpers. Did not include it. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Rec.upgrade can be found. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Okay. Let's see. Oh, let's run everything. And then I have to pack a lot of work into a few hours. But we're going to get this thing released. So what did we do? Where did we get to? We did a lot more than I thought we were going to do here. Okay, so we modified a bunch of these tasks to like delegate to these new copied things. We fixed this path name. We did some rigging around option validation there. I don't think we're using that install from RB thing anymore. We are not. Okay. So, yep, we centralized the definition of the upgrade logic. We put a bunch of shared place things into copied tasks. We made the task runner smarter to where it doesn't run mixsteps.get if that's just going to get run anyway by the things. We removed an io.inspect. We added an alias for docs and copy docs. That's right. Which makes sense. Task helpers. Yes. So this is where we add all the copy task logic that does the crazy shit to call itself again after loading igniter. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna read all that again. We got rid of our custom igniter.install task. That's actually nice. It's quite a bit of copied code that's, well, not really, never mind. It's all just somewhere else. And now we define these tasks on a loop. And we get ignored some stuff. Okay, so what's up with dialyzer? What's the problem? Task 182. Oh yeah, this stuff is so annoying. Okay. Yes. It's not really annoying, it's just sometimes I wish that the compiler or something could just do this for me. So we're not yet. Okay. Everything passes. The real test is that Igniter, unlike many other things that I work on, there's just no real way to test the real thing with everything published. Like, whatever. Okay, improvement. Make. Don't do that. That's not what I want out of the split. I guess whatever. That is so annoying. Okay, whatever. So we got these tasks. Support more tasks being called just from the archive. upgrade and apply upgrades. See you, Stefan. It's going to be released very soon, so we'll be able to try it out in real life. Thanks for the help. Okay. So we need to first release the latest igniter. Let's find a release for that. Actually, right. And then we need to go to the installer. And bump it. Oh, son of a bitch. Did a stupid thing. Fine though. I did not publish it just now, so that's all good. What was I looking for? Yeah, I like get-offs too, man. Thanks, Chaz. In task helpers, I almost published something pretty stupid. There you go. All right, let's see if we did it. Okay, so I can go mix archive dot install igniter or hex. Oh, I can just say mix local dot igniter. Okay, mix new test. All right, mix help search igniter dot. Oh, we have all these unknowns, damn it. I don't know why do I have to explicitly call copy docs. This should be fine then. Figure that out later. Oh, it still says unknown. Hmm.
That might be it. Why? See. There we go. Okay, so we've got our task docs, and I can say mix igniter.add rec. Did it, boys. Call home. Tell them we did it. All right. That is good enough for me. And I have so many things to do now. This was good though. We got the whole thing done. It took that was a lot more complicated than I thought it was gonna be. Not gonna lie. I was let me see. What here we go. All right, folks. That was fun. But and we have it set up now. Like Igniter is kind of more of a standalone tool, like we wanted it to be. There's still plenty of cases where you'd have to install it, but now to do all of the workflows, including upgrades, which is actually really cool, to be able to do the upgrades without having to have Igniter as a dependency of your project. Now the only reason you need it is if you want to use like generators provided by libraries. So that's pretty sick. I'm happy about that. Yeah. All right, folks. I'm out. I got stuff to do.